Now to your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes.
2 men were injured in an overnight shooting at an equestrian center. Sacramento County Sheriff says the shooting happened on Lone Pine Drive in Rancho Murrieta. It happened after a fight at a nearby soccer game. One man was flown to the hospital. The other was taken by ambulance.
Stockton police have now arrested a second man in a deadly shooting that happened back on September 23rd. A 20-year-old and a 23-year-old were both hurt. One died from his injury. This man, 23-year-old Jeffrey Stewart, is now facing homicide charges.
If you've seen those floating strands in the sky, they're actually spider webs. This is a way for young spiders to spread out in a process called ballooning. The hot weather late in the summer is a possible trigger for the webs, and fittingly, this happens most often in October.
Police in Woodland have found the car they say is responsible for hitting the clock in Heritage Square. The department says the car's owner filed a police report saying it was stolen, but the investigation found that it was rather abandoned after the crash. It's not clear who was driving at the time of the crash.
A raid at 2 homes in Elk Grove found more than $60,000 in cash and 400 pounds of weed. It led to 3 arrests. Police say the homes were on Tagus Way and Wagoner Way. Police say 2 children, both younger than 8 years old, lived at the homes. The 3 suspects were facing child endangerment along with drug and gun charges.
The Sacramento County District Attorney says a well-known graffiti artist known for the Acer 444 tag entered a plea deal today on 2 counts of felony vandalism. The office of the DA says detectives have been working on this case for years.
A man was arrested after bringing a gun to the Capitol building in Wisconsin and demanding to see the governor. He first showed up with a handgun and then later returned with an assault rifle. He made bail shortly after his arrest.
At least 51 people are dead after a Russian missile strike hit a Ukrainian village. People in that village were having a memorial for a fallen soldier. Ukraine's president's calling the strike a deliberate attack on civilians.
2 deputies in Tacoma, Washington went out of their way to free this elk from a rope swing. It took the pair a few tries and they were even rammed by the elk before they were eventually able to cut the animal loose. The department says incidents like this can often lead to the animals being killed, but thankfully that was not the case here.
Today, the WNBA announced they're starting an expansion franchise to the Bay Area. The team will start playing in 2 years. The team will be owned by the same group who owns the Golden State Warriors, and the team's chairman says the goal for the new women's team will be the same as the men's, to win championships.
And those are your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes.